Is that blood? No, never mind. Something good here, I hope.
Have the Duke's full support. For the good of the people. Our.
This is front-page material.
Take it somewhere else.
That'll make a great headline.
heartless bastards. Damned outside.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name? Oh, take it up with the Duke if you don't like it. Now, your name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You may not carry a Mind Flayer parasite, but it sees you, knows you.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost, I don't know, buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains,
God
take
damn
heed.
it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Doppelganger is dead. This does not bode well.
We still may murder. The council has an open seat. How timely.
You didn't even fight back.
She brought me to
Tried.
It's one or sit on my ass praying, and the gods don't give a damn about her. You're such a scared.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. You're the one who took a beating.
Survived the beating. Let that be the end of it.
Please, in the name of the Higher One, have mercy.
You want to let those thugs get
Death, crime of passion.
Grace. Why not? We are his adherents. Who would know if not us?
To claim to know the Lord's will is blasphemy. We interpret scripture and teachings, but we know nothing.
You did would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death. We swear it.
Our readers will be outraged.
This is front page material.
Something's off here. What?
Speak.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get back.
It's you. I might have time for a catch-up later. Wulbren will want to see you. We've been taking a beating, but he's ready to hit back.
Still trying to calm down a bit. Talk to Wulbren, would you?
Look, unless you're an expert in steel...
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. There is no other way. But I believe in second chances. When you come crawling back here, and you will, we can talk.
Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
The boys ready? They're damn near chomping at the bit. What's the plan? Refugees traveling alone, or any stupid enough to leave camp. Remind them that this is our city. And don't take kindly to parasites. You're right. I hadn't thought of that.
brunch into the city with us. Oh, I think he can look out for himself once he's youth. Well, I guess he better get well. And soon.
Scavenge whatever you can from the text. We'll make something out of it. Take the wood from the cart too. That'll be good for a fire, if nothing else. We got here first, friend.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was odd, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals. The state of this cart. What were
Something
they
over there.
thinking?
Starving folk tend not to.
They just lining up and taking their fair shares. Plenty for everyone.
If nothing left won't get us fed.
Right. Who will stand between them and the innocent?
We do nothing. Innocent what's up with us.
Strength was never numbered, but the bonds we share, and they are stronger than
They spread like locusts.
So we should do nothing. Just wait for the next wave.
Not everyone subscribes to.
Cannot rush into their claws again. Another defeat will wipe us out.
Cazador's nest of serpents must be disturbed.
Don't mind if I do. What's inside?
The corpse regards you, lifeless then.
Garrett! Pushed. Felt bones break. Dark brothers died on the road. Man tried to buy. Man buying heirlooms. Vulture challenged him. None.
The spell's power.
This'll be fun.
are traps about.
Place is trapped. Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
My legs. I can't feel them. Tell the others. Let the boss know.
This man is not long for this world.
Guild. Wanted the cargo.
You hear the blood gurgle in his struggling lungs. His last ounce of strength is...
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. Traps. How considerate. Be careful. There are traps about. That ship was docked at Moonrise. What's it doing here? Someone's ready to fight. Oh, I do hope it's still a death. Tippy toes.
Run your mouth, Kairos. My blade does my talking. The guild rules this city.
Don't mind me.
For the stone wall.
House pronto, or the Stone Lord will have your hides.
Here we go again.
Serene she might seem, but nature has claws.
This feels good. This will do nicely.
over there.
I think I could go another round.
Need any advantage I can get. Let's get this over with.
Hungry for the slaughter. Let's move.
Invenium field!
Watch this!
Not but another harvest. You sully the ground you stand on.
Fall by my hand.
Work to be done.
What's cooking?
Yes?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Queen Vlaakith. Skra!
You are Hasharlok, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlok, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that? Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't... Special, tadpole? Bit of a contradiction in terms, don't you think? You're talking about turning into what? A half squid? Then again, you can pull it off better than most. Thank the gods.
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware. Lae'zel has courage turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own. But should great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her. Undying or not. She was very loud.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Absolutely not. We've hit our quota for mangy strays.
everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Soldier.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
Oathbreaker, what do you need of me? Returning to your oath means relinquishing your oath-sworn powers will return. You will be bound again by the decrees.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Lae'zel has been ostracized by her queen. Why should she not feel bitter?
I know hate. It seeds and distills into molten rock, forever rattling in the belly. But I've never known this. I feel no heat, no cold. I bear neither fangs nor talon. There is only absence. No matter. I am Vlaakith's child no more. I have been born anew in Gith's son, my savior. And so from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgen in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart of Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago. We find Voss at Sharess's caress and retrieve the key to releasing the prince.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds...
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Keeping very well, I hope? Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies, for life. I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I found love by the time... He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became... That wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out.
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority figure. Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished. With
Direct me.
This ought to be good.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here.
Well, hello. What can I... Lead on. Careful. I might.
What's the story?
All's well that ends... not as bad as it could have.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing, no one else. Indeed, Duke Stelmane, or as I knew her, Belin, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. I won't. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients and...
Let me guess, you need something.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Well, well, well.
Nature's servant awaits.
Don't touch me.
How high?
La, da, da, da.
Nothing hurts anymore.
There are traps about.
one's stopped me yet. We get along quite well, I think.
such authority.
Well, hello.
Never a dull moment. No time to rest.
line.
Fascinating.
Are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Greetings.
Hey, you! I've got a pest problem, and you look like the solution.
Speak.
I'd probably break his nose. Listen up. How about the flop house? It has plenty of space.
Bloody gnomes. We need to find where they burrowed themselves up. You! You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole. Bring me their chief's head. The fist will reward you well. You'll change your mind once they kill innocent citizens. The only language they'll understand is that of intimidating violence. I agree. But we can't leave our post. Not with all the patriarchs meeting in Worm's Rock for the coronation. You've the right look. Solid bones. Steady face. The kind that cleans up vermin for pay. Then you... No matter. I'll find someone else. Most folks around here will do almost anything. You pay them enough.
I'd probably break his nose. Good.
Sharesa's caress isn't just about
Why
wetting
does
with
Worm's Crossing have so few lodgings?
at least a doc's.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's the state of
Great.
mind.
We can bunk with 10 other people, and none of them have sticky fingers.
It will when you've met the drought.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be?
Come back soon.
The missus and I have been dreaming about the city. No more sleeping rough. Didn't expect to find it locked down tighter than a watcher's fist.
Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. Why does Wands Crossing have so few lodgings?
So many bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. And they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it.
The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
The master plans to expand his territory.
I don't mind it.
Maybe even
honestly.
Oh, I'm sure he has plans. But I wouldn't dare guess at them.
Hear me out.
Everyone is
Jerez is caress.
Lingered long enough.
Also has
We should return for the ceremony.
You're not. Stay.
have time.
In a brothel.
The runaway is still missing
Listen,
after all.
it's
Nothing
got
happens
private
until
rooms,
he's found.
music, and all round.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'd have thought you knew your own kind. I'm a halfling, you oaf.
I will gladly do so. Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victual. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Maybe even are.
Oh, I'm sure he has plans. But I wouldn't dare guess at them.
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
They can turn into mist now.
The librarian.
I'm not the only one with new tricks.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Not for communal use, it seems.
Shapeshifter's key unlocks the door. Interesting.
Probably break his nose. Good.
Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. The blood seems to have dried out over the course of a few days. You can't make out where it comes from.
A list of names. Father Logan's on here. Crossed off. A target list, perhaps.
What if they be...
Teresa's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing,
Hear me
it's dinner,
Teresa's caress also has roots.
You're not staying in the
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Salutation.
But of staff?
I'd probably break his nose. Good point.
Why does Worms Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a dozen.
What's that?
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that delivery.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn. Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as sweeting. I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing, and my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. Ugh, but I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fionn's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key. I'm listening.
Den of decadent delights.
Don't fret. Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed. Go see Raphael.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Hells, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? Right as falling rain. What's it to you, chuffer?
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale? Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. You got it, but the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mamsel leaping down my throat if I go burning yours. Pleasure to serve. Charesse caress, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet. Damn! The man knows what he wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot.
I barely got a moment to it. And no, not in the good way.
Was that human boy insisting on playing his acoustic lute version of High House of Wonders?
Don't fret. You don't have to think about a thing.
I don't understand. understand why there's such a type for so many. Just have such a headache. I wish I could kiss you better.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
You can stare as much as you like.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
What do you think, silly? Love, of course. Hot and vulgar with me, or sweet and sincere with my sister. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick. We are twins. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same time, there are often many other clients in the room to attend to. There are a scant few customers today. This might end up being the first day in years I am alone.
Don't keep scaring your regulars off, Swan.
That blacksmith was paying.
I wish I could kiss you better. I mean, to try, especially for you.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 Fingers.
You rats with the guild now. Heard 9 Fingers met a match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust 9 Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the 9th hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs? Hey, Vargas! This snooper's up in my brain! Time he learns a thing or two.
Tempers are rising.
Someone with all the power of the nine hells. He must have brought so many to their knees.
I promise.
Another case closed, another bottle open! Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
You have the key to my heart.
Forget your work. I put it on especially for you.
I want to give it a good rumple.
Look at me. You need only comfort me. Do you think we've done something wrong?
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of decadent delights?
Why does Ross Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a document.
How about a flop house?
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
If you had any bargaining chips,
More for me. What's in here?
I'd love to, thanks.
everyone does. But what I need, and no.
Looking ahead.
Do what must be done.
I've got a long road ahead.
Even if you had it, what in the nine hells? If you had any bargaining chips, they've all rather floated off into the astral.
To meet my mother and
Pay any toll, serve any foul whim, name the price.
Is there anything duller? I'm ready for your cat. Everyone does. But what I need, you do not have. And never will.
You underestimate the forgotten prince's closest.
Every substance has been tried and tested by...
Darling, it's very...
What does it feel like?
Devil's Den.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire.
You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while. You can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
Oh, come. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. No, no, no. It has only helped to push you toward your own destruction. It wants you to be an Illithid, the very thing you have sought to avoid. It is the Illithid's prisoner that can save you, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an Illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic, a crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
The librarian does this thing with her.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? I am glad you had the sense to turn him down, but it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of an horrendous deal? Imagine a crown of sufficient power to dominate an Elder Brain atop a devil's head. You would be trading one apocalyptic event for another. Thank you for telling me, and for rejecting him. And now, we must be doubly on our guard. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his house of hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose. Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means. We would need to find a diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair. One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right? Sounds boring. Oh, fine.
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only after telling us where to find what we seek. The Orphic Hammer. I suppose we will have to see if this House of Hope is open to visitors.
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go.
made a good decision, We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here.
Inconceivable that we would seek release from one tadpole only for you to commune with another. I chide you if my mind were not consumed by the sight of Orpheus within his domed prison. The Prince of the Comet lives. But make no mistake, I can see the change in you, feel the parasite worming its way through you even further. You have invited your own misery. I will not break our alliance for it, but I will not condone it.
The tadpole reveals your mind to Lae'zel.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? Why? Is he any worse than Asmodeus, do you suppose? The reigning serpent, he who harvests souls to fight an unwinnable blood war. Worse than Mephistopheles, the devil who slayed his own son, he whose experiments threatened to melt his own frozen throne. Your mind is made up, but there's another option. Glory be to the comet. The devil keeps the Orphic hammer in his lair. If we can find a way in, we can take it. I'll use it to smash the Truez bonds. Yisk Githk. First to Voss, then to Raphael's House of Hope. Just don't expect a lavish spread await. I expected Baldur's Gate to be in, but it's got a vicious bite to it. It is done. Action, not reaction.
What now?
Voss is waiting. He should know. Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the Devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. Skaketh! Orpheus will be free. There is no cost too high to unshackle my people. No more than Vlaakith will sow in Tunarath and beyond. No more than the Geich will sow across every plain. There is nothing I won't do, nothing I won't give to free Orpheus from the prism. The marks I bear are proof enough of that. But you are the one who carries the astral prism. You are the one who must free the prince. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik. Even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
I mean, hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it. Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Nothing wrong with that. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city.
Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly, mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Stay in a brothel.
It's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I...
And if
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy. How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them has to depends on the person. Better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business.
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Fionn, one of Mamselle's girls, who laughs like a star's twinkle. Not seen her for a 10-day. 10 days and 4 bells to be precise. Not that I'm counting. Missing? I hadn't thought her missing, just not here. Or elsewhere. Oh. I suppose that's like missing, but with extra words. You don't suppose the murderer who's on the loose got hold of her? Oh, goodness, no. It's too horrible to imagine.
This adventurer lark is rubbish. Should have listened.
What if they build a machine that can drink points?
can't give up now.
What if they build a machine that can drink point?
Sleeping in the gutter, then that...
Let's crack it open.
Whatever's behind that lock, it's...
Let's move.
What if they build...
At your command.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
You were seen stealing. Resolving this peacefully will require more caution than you displayed in getting caught. Your refusal has made this a matter for the government.
Bet I can crack that open.
I won't let anything happen.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Maybe the surface should be more open to traders?
It is you. Most definitely not anyone.
You think a bunch of
Till the end of the time.
I'd probably break his nose. Good luck.
Stupid bridge guards.
What if they build a machine?
We can bond with none of them has anything good. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity. Just about wetting your whistle. Dancing, dinner,
Let us show them how it's done.
It has plenty of spare beds.
Great!
At least things have stayed interesting.
Blood you noticed earlier still remains.
The work is never done.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. The blood seems to have dried out over.
Action, not reaction.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. The blood seems to have dried out over the course.
How delicious.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source, a body hidden under the bed.
What to do? I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
Always nice to be wanted.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed.
Copper for your thoughts. Let's go.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Murdered by my son.
Ilmater's ashes.
Baldur.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Dwarf, like me, dresses in red. Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why?
The spell's power.
Can't give up now.
Such a prude.
Speak.
I just want to go home and say,
You are safe, my love. Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
Than that den of iniquity.
Nothing fishy about wine prices. Get me seafood here.
Sharesa's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. There's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Doesn't make any sense.
What if there's food shortages? Rationing, and we can't leave anything to chance.
I'd recommend, if it'll make you feel better.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry...
Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
My heart flutters at the thought.
To see one of them in a...
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you. Whether you're getting hammers or getting nails, we've got the tool for the job.
Did you get any of their gyronettes? Or their targeting modules?
Yes, darling. No doors to unhinge. My tools can fix anything.
Tried to climb up one, you madman!
How else was I supposed to see the optics?
Tools, all shapes, all sizes, all prices.
Dantelons is up those stairs, and he's hung brooms beside the door, so the Harpers are waiting too.
Fabulous sandal. It's perfect for a shirt.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel watch.
This armor was...
Welcome to Danthelon's Dancing Axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest. Don't draw any trouble on old Enthal. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason. Enthal.
You break it, you... Well, knowing Enthal, it was already broken.
As if any of us...
Darling, it's very...
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
Oh, you can turn off the charm, Entharl. He's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key. You seem a nice sort, so I'll assume the insult was accidental.
Entharl's no Harper, and claims no love for those who are. But he's been known to shelter us when we need it.
Entarl has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him. Now, go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today. To buy? You're already my favorite. A pleasure. Jackie. Right, Tommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today.
Watch your back.
Well,
Come on, let's go.
Whatever it takes.
How about we settle on
At least things have stayed interesting.
What now?
let's go to Khan's Docks. She has the most fabulous sandal. It's perfect for a shirt.
Any of us. Imagine seeing what's out for the first time.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
It was. But good armor is hard to find.
You are not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Darnish.
Unless you're buying, then he can wait till the Soul Forge goes dark. A pleasure. Jakira needs more.
Let's go to Calm's Guts. She has the most
they're targeting
fabulous scent.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
I wouldn't keep your contact waiting. Unless you're buying, then he can wait till the Soul Forge goes dark. A pleasure.
To meet my mother.
Hi, Harper. May Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes. Hi, Harper. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira will see through them. She must. She's fought doppelgangers before.
The less subtle approach it is, then.
Oh, Jaheira. Orin promised you'd make for challenging prey, but then you brought an idiot along.
Bloody doppelgangers!
I need to find a way forward.
Step quick.
Jimmy on the go.
On the hunt.
My turn. Eat it.
Orin's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mahler's mark. How many more Harper's dead?
Did you see how far that watcher threw me? Must have been 10 legs. You told me to. It was. But good armor is hard to find. Maybe I could wear it to how else was I supposed to see the optics?
Did I get it right?
Shaluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead, evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Baalists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomon. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! High Harper, please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper, when you could still live as anything else? I'll come clean. I did not tell you all about what I hope to learn here today. I will rectify that. But first, Geraldus, does your mother still own that farm in the Dale Lands?
Yes, High Harper.
Just Jaheira to you now. Go on. I have all the help I need. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen. True enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
Oh my god! Minsk!
Your ruined brain lurches and bilious intestines squirm. A hero, an enemy most foul.
Whatever blow to the head has addled your thoughts. Take comfort. You and Minsk have that in common. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. Because I was playing the pragmatist, and writing my friend off for dead, then I met you. If I seem suddenly flushed with hope and soft feeling, you have only yourself to blame. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Foundry.
No door.
Any of us would be so fortunate. Imagine seeing a watch apart for the first time. Oh, my heart flutters at the thought.
It's perfect for a shout.
To see none of them in a fight. A real fight. crooked touch.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer things. Welcome, sir.
Let's go to Khan's lots. She has the
Stop. Inhale. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Aren't they just? What can I do for you, sir? I must say, I'm rather proud. The wood paneling cost a fortune, but it's so worth it for the everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure.
Let's go to Khan's gods.
Imagine
He
seeing
has
her
the
watch a
most
power for the first
fabulous
time.
sendal. It's
Go on. If the steel watch come
Fight! They crush everyone!
the armor was a ball.
Yes? There might be, but let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better... Ask it.
Did you get to look at their gyrometics? Or their targeting modules? Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying. Did you see how far that watcher threw me? Over here!
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
Put him up! Put him up! Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me! Your fist, silly. I'm trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the... As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not.
Safe to take. You absolutely should. Wear it to
You're not wearing...
Imagine seeing a watcher power up for the first time. Oh, my heart fluttered.
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Gams. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for? Ugh. If it's empty patty you want, get your clothes from a brother figure. But if it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, Calm's Gams as you covered. A killer? That's... gods. I've no love from my brother, but that's extreme. He doesn't deserve that. Thanks for warning me, but it's him that needs warning. and he never listens to me. You wouldn't either, if you knew him like I did. Since Dad died, he thinks he's cock of the bloody walk, that I should give up my shop and work for family business. For him, dick. Maybe you should keep your nose out of where it doesn't bloody belong. Now, you want clothes or not? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember.
Absolutely sure. To see one of them in a fight. I love the top.
You are not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Mine's like the noonday sun.
And the... Not the person with you. They're gyrometics. Or they're targeting modules. Let the man breathe. That watcher sent me this lying.
Two maidens and a wagon.
Did you see how far that watcher threw me? That's insane.
Yes, darling, it's...
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients and...